and you them how to share, and let them know that we care. Let's them know them every way. Give them the best for the better tomorrow. My youth, you're a conqueror, not a murderer, and not a thief. Hey, hold up your head hard.
Yeah, Michelle.
Warrior for life. Yeah, we get a new them to rise. Share. Let them know that we care. Serve and protect them everywhere. Give them the best for a better tomorrow. And you them how to share. And let them know that we care. Serve and protect them everywhere. Give them the best for a better tomorrow. My youth, you're a conqueror, not a murderer, and not a thief.
I'm not saying what Zaga represent for Michelle G. You see, pre.
Warrior for life. Yeah, we get a new them to rise. Share. Let them know that we care. Serve and protect them everywhere. Give them the best for a better tomorrow. And you them how to share. And let them know that we care. Serve and protect them everywhere. Give them the best for a better tomorrow.
Hello, you're respect to killer, and you're all in tune for Michelle G. And get with the Fix Radio every Wednesday night.
Your future bright like the moonlight. Need to be loved, need to be trusted. Treading the earth with no fear and focus. Even in nonsense, there is still a sense. Trust in yourself and move with confidence. Can't be no man's fool, and ignorance they never can rule. That is the you them how to share, and let them know that we care. Let them know, never protect them everywhere. Oh yeah, yeah, best for the better.
Emperor Alexander the First, Empress Mennonite, I think balance. One perfect love. Rastaman Chan. Oh, what the time it brings. Brothers and sisters rejoicing. It is the love of the iron. I have been the love of the iron. Bring the reggae. Oh, now I have been the reggae now. Bring the reggae. Oh, now I have been the reggae. Now hear me what I chant. Bring the reggae. Oh, now I have been the reggae now. Bring the reggae. Oh, now I have been the reggae. I have been the Kete Confiscating once again.
Good evening. Go with Mike, Michelle G. I am live in the building. It's Wednesday. Yay. It's the first Wednesday in the month, I think. I think so. But I am here in the building. I'm excited to do this interview today. I'm smiling from ear to ear just because I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed to be speaking to this wonderful man. I don't know him. This is my first time meeting him. Right? And I was in Jamaica. Let me tell them how I met you. So I was in Jamaica in the beginning of May. Yes. And I was watching On Stage TV. Yes. And I saw him on Stage TV. Yes. And I put him in the universe and I'm like, I want to interview him.
Yeah. And here we are.
So thank you. Thank you for being here. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Well, I'm, full joying life. I'm great. How are you?
I'm amazing today. I was excited to do this interview, and now that I'm looking at you, you see, I can't stop smiling.
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful it is.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So here on Get With The Fix, of course, we are streaming live on Get With The Fix, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic Coffee,
Yes.
Metric Radio. I'm missing somebody. I'm missing someone. But YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Apple, Google, we're everywhere right now. And I wanted to introduce you people, you folks, to this man. I don't know what it was about his spirit that drew me in while I was watching him, but
Yeah.
I think what it is you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is also. The fact that I am Guyanese born
Okay.
helped. The
I
connection was like, and you're from Suriname. You're originally born in Suriname.
yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. Born in
Yeah.
Suriname. Parents from and my mother is from Suriname, and my father, he's from the Saramaka community, but coming from the French Guyana part. So,
Yes.
but I know Guyana well, you know, especially with the Nayabing culture family. I am well connected with the Nayabingis of Guyana, you know, Rastafari.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So you have been okay, first of all, let me try to say your name right? Because I've been practicing saying your name. And he sent me several voice notes, but I'm still trying to get it. Okay. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to say it. So
I
it's little Greer. Did I say it right?
well, with your accent, it will sound like that, little Guerrier, yes, but in French they say little Guerrier, you know.
Little Gary. Little Gary.
Yes, yes.
I like it. I like it. You know, before you leave, you have to tell me something in French, right? So be prepared at the end of the
No,
show.
I more things.
So I looked up your name. And of
Yes,
course, it means it says fierce warrior, brave, and activist as well.
true say, true say, true say.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the warrior spirit, you know, actually, the little Gary is kind of a youthful spirit, you know. It is a youthful spiritual energy. So this is why this name is given to me, because it's like we're having an elder coming out of a youth, you know. And the
Yeah,
warrior is there is that mission, you know, that activist, the one that wants to, you know, have a meaning in the message to spread for the youths, you know, because I am
definitely.
elders around me, people with positive vibration. So you have to be a warrior in this time. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's funny that you said, be a messenger for the youths because this song that you have with Taurus Riley, who is one of my favorite people in the world, okay? He is like one of my favorites. Teach the youth. It's so powerful. Like, how did that come about? How did you guys decide to work together?
Well, actually, I had this vision always to, you know, work with artists, but I always wanted to make it be effective, you know, especially for the youth. So I always had this thing to always spread a message, and it's always great to come together as, you know, from our generation, come together so that we can talk together with double voice to the youths, them, you know. So I always had this idea, and Tyrus Riley, you know, we feel the energy, feel like this is a real positive vibe, and it just came naturally out of him to join me out on this journey. So the idea was so natural from French Guyana out of it, and when Dean Fraser hear the vibe, he was definitely okay with it. So we just let the natural vibe guide us, and we just cut and clear and go through, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Cut and clear and go through on some dope songs because you also have songs with Dean Frazier. We're gonna get into that a little later. Like
Yes.
I was listening to your music yesterday, even more into it yesterday. And I said to someone like, "Oh my gosh, you have some amazing music. Like where has this man been? Like are you hiding from the public? Like where have you been?"
No, we're not hiding, you know. Sometimes the journey begins at different side of the world, you know.
Yeah,
Started by the
yeah,
fraternity, you know. I was, you know, I did on the Brazil side, you know, the river side with our Maroons. So, and the music business is just, you know, especially when you're working together with different people that's not really into the music industry abroad. So it takes time for people to know you, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it takes time for the people from the United States, the Caribbean, Africa right now, we're trying to connect with all the people them, because now we have elders around us, we have some more contacts, and we're just spreading the vibe, and Dean Fraser is definitely a guy that really joined me on this journey and pushing me forward. So it's just great. It's just coming, everything has its time, I
Yeah.
would say. But we're working
Yeah,
on it. Pretty positive.
definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
saw when Taurus Riley was here last year in October. That was my first time being in the presence of Dean Frazier. And what an amazing individual just to stand there and listen to him. And it's like he takes you to a place that you didn't even know exists.
Absolutely. Very humble, very talented,
Yes.
and aware. One thing about him, he will get the best out of you, and this is what
Yeah.
I really feel that honor, because he really, I reached to him out in Jamaica and is presenting my music, he listened to it, very careful, and he said, I know what you need, and that was so wonderful. You know what I mean? He just captivate the energy and know exactly what to add onto it,
Yeah,
and it's amazing, and he has so much love and passion for music. Yeah,
definitely.
naturally, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Now, for
Yeah,
people who are listening, this young man has not just arrived here. He's been here for a long time. He's been here for a long time. And in doing my own research on you, because I don't read bios, I don't read bios. I like to do my own research to have an organic conversation.
sure.
And what I found was that you've been around for a little while.
Just
Doing this music for a good about 13, 14 years or so.
more than, yeah, let me say 20 years, it started
Okay.
from 2000. Let me say, actually, the people start knowing me from 2003,
Okay.
especially community. And then, yeah, I just carry on and carry on and carry on until I meet up with Dean Fraser and meet up with other people and, some other artists, and present me this vibe that I had to reach out for in Jamaica. And yeah,
Yeah.
I just followed natural music. Our music is something that carry me through a whole lot of things, it wise me up, take me out
Yeah.
of poverty. It's kind of like a therapy for me too. So,
Mm.
and I just give thanks, for what comes. Yeah.
Definitely. Now, you just mentioned something that music took you out of poverty. And I've been doing this show, I think, since 2004. And, I have a lot of conversations with a lot of people. And the statement that you just made is one that I love to have all the time, where music, a lot of times people don't understand the reasons why artists are doing what they're doing, right? They think that you just pop up and you do music and you sing and that's it. But a
Yes.
lot of artists that you just mentioned, and even in yourself, that music has gotten you out of poverty. Can you tell us about that?
Well, you know, when you are living certain, you reach at a certain space of life where you are living on the street, you don't
Mm,
have home. You just, like in French they say nomad. It's like you don't have a home and you're just moving from places to places, and by the same time you're traveling, you're learning, you're seeing the reality of life, and you discover that you have a talent, you know
yeah.
and
Yeah.
and you want something to get out of that, because the one thing that you wish is to come out of that situation where you don't have, the capability to get finance and get food and work and have contacts. So music is definitely that thing that, some people reach out for me and see that I have this talent and give me an opportunity, you know
Yeah.
and from there on, even for myself, by writing, is coming like I'm talking to myself and having
Mm,
a kind of conversation with this musical energy, which is also something that could give you like a strength while you are in struggle. I am a youth that grew up with Bob Marley, with Scatalize. I've been listening to Israel Vibration, Lucky
mm,
Dubé, James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Etta James, those people. So music is something that
keeps me going, and for me joining that industry and working and being able to express myself, is something that I can give on to other youth, that no matter where you come from, no matter how deep the struggle could be, you still have
Yeah.
still have a chance. And this is where it brings me out of poverty, because today I'm only dealing with music. I just,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. So this I
Definitely.
and yeah, I feel happy with that, with this kind of feeling, and coming to working with a legend in the music, like Dean Fraser. It's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So you just never give up, and like I say, it is something that makes me become the man that I am today. People respect me, people trust me for the work that I have been doing all those years, and it's through music I being able to express myself. So, and I do give thanks for this opportunity. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Like I said, your aura penetrates through. It was penetrating through that TV. I don't know what was happening, but I'm
I
like,
but vibration, majesty, energy.
yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. So also on your Instagram, you have your name as Main the Boja.
That is my bar name. You know what my mother and
Okay,
actually is main Debuja August. So
okay.
yeah, and Debuja is from the Saramaka tribe.
Wait. Hold on. Because I looked it up. I looked it up.
Yeah,
And what the meaning, what I found, they said that the Bourgeois means it's like you're the main cup of tea. You are that guy.
yeah. So it's kind of a mix up, and because you are mixed with all those energy, with all those ingredients, you find your way to come out.
Yeah.
My father wanted to give me that name because I was born literally on the main road. I was born on a crossroad in Suriname because my mother didn't get the chance to reach hospital. So
Wow.
yeah, so I born in the taxi. you know. Where my father said, "No, this youth is kind of different." So let me say this name, Debuja. So this is where I get this name. Yeah, you know.
Love it. I absolutely love it. Now, this song that you have with Dean Fraser called Stand for Something.
Yes.
Can you tell me about that? Tell me about that.
Well, stand for something. If you cannot stand for something, you will fall for anything. You know. And many mistakes that I've made in my life, I've been acknowledging that. At the end of the day, I and I as a youth, I must have principles. I must have discipline. Otherwise, this life will be hard for I and I. And this is
Yeah.
something to share with the youth, to show them, say, you have to focus on something still. Otherwise, you can't really be straight. You could fall,
Yeah.
if you Rastaman don't deal with belief. So if you have many things, that many choices, many vibes, you cannot really focus on something. So this
Definitely.
is where I and Dean Fraser have this way of expressing feeling towards his saxophone, you know,
Yeah.
and it gives you a different vibe to be poetic with your lyrics. And but the message is that, just stand up. If you stand for love, you can't stand for hate. You know,
Yes.
stand for the youth,
Yes.
you can't stand for no murderer. You stand. You have to stand for something. Pick your size. And I man choose
Definitely.
love energy. I man choose to stand as a Rastafari youth. Choose to stand for positive vibration, and keep the fire burning. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I love what you just said because even in today, in having a conversation with someone, somebody asked me to do something and I'm like, I can't put that on my platform. Because if I do, I will lose all of my audience.
Okay.
Because of something that individual had did. And a lot of people still hasn't forgiven that individual for what was done. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can't do that. So I love the fact that, we as human beings have the ability to say, no, that's not what I'm portraying. That's not what I want to do. And
True.
those types of things. So, it's I think it's something that gets you closer to God. And a lot of people don't understand that part of having integrity and just being honest about
True.
who you are and what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do.
True, true. That is very important. That is the main thing, you know. You have to, you know, I love to see that it's better to trust someone even though you don't really agree with him, but he's real, you know?
Yeah,
So you know
yeah,
what and how you need to deal with that kind of person, you know? But if someone
definitely.
just he's blue, tomorrow he's step on a white journey, and then the other day he's step on a purple thing, you know, then he jump up and take up the pinky, you know. So you don't know which part you need to lean with that kind of person, you know. So I want to come with that energy and show them that this is what I stand for, you know. And I don't want to judge you because everybody at the end of the day must choose him life. But this is what I man stand for. Take me for
Yes,
what I Rastafari.
definitely. So here is something, stand for something with Dean Fraser.
Up me road, me nah give it up. Anytime me fall, me have to stand up. Yeah, now bend down, me keep me head up. See them try to down press, but the fire blaze up again. Too much steady, man I move sticky. Life is a mess, but me born ready. All of me pure remedy. Spread up myself vitally. If you not stand for something, you fall for anything. Stand for righteousness and you will get the blessing. Love the life you're living, live the life you love. Love is a plus, not a minus. If you not stand for something, you fall for anything. Stand for righteousness and you will get the blessing. Love the life you're living, live the life you love. Love is a plus, not a minus. Man, I be surviving this concrete jungle. Keep me eyes on the prize and stay away from trouble. Chanaya bingy and stay humble. All wicked hard, have we crumble. Who the Almighty bless, no one can curse. And you will always get what you deserve. Love's comfort, yeah. Tell the boys and the girls right now. If you're not stand for something, you fall for anything. Stand for righteousness and you will.
I'm gonna tell you how amazing you are, right?
Yes, mama.
Because Dean Fraser is playing the saxophone and you are, it's just you, him, and the saxophone. And
Yeah, yeah, man. We connected. Connection, connection. That man. Yes, wonderful. Yeah.
that is so amazing to listen to. When I was listening to it earlier last night, it was like, wait a minute, it's just him, the saxophone, and Dean Fraser. Like, how did you, I'm trying to figure out how to ask this right. How did you intune yourself to that saxophone to just sing as it's being blown?
Wow. Well, I don't know if I can explain it, but it's just a natural thing, you know. You just have to go really deep in and try to as an artist, a musician, we just absorb the saxophone in a way, you know,
Mm,
and then try to put the right words through it. You know, it's kind of a feeling, you know, an energy that you feel, and you just trust that energy and just give the best out of what you want to say. And then, like I said before, Dean Fraser got this vibe with his sax that he's talking to you, you know. He's talking to you as he's making you feel his energy, you know, and actually he make it more easier for you as an artist to follow.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. How?
Well, because you can feel the notes, you can feel the energy behind his
Oh,
sound. You can feel like it's calling. It's something that is calling you, you know. I cannot really,
wow.
but it's just a natural musical energy, you know. So then, yeah, you have to express. So when you listen to it, you feel also the emotion behind the lyrics, you know, the
Yeah.
emotion, the life that we live, you know. And this is what the sax is calling you to say, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
this most closely explanation I can give you, but the real thing is just what you're feeling, the energy, that, you know.
Feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Wow. Like I'm telling you, I went to sleep listening to your entire album
Oh,
last night. I went to sleep listening to every part of it because that's how I put my interviews together. Like I like to listen to the music and get those words and a feeling and to find out what you were going through while you were doing singing
true.
these songs, you know, and listening to the Dean Frazier's the two songs that you have on here with him. It's like wow, the saxophone him Dean Frazier, and he's just able to just get those words out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a powerful gift.
Yeah, well, and I give thanks. I, earthly blessings, you see. But what we must, it's a togetherness same way, It's a togetherness, me I tell you, because like I say, he has this guidance. I have to just trust him to welcome my feelings, in a way that I can express it, you know. So, and plus, it's things that I live, it's things that it's a truly meaning behind those words, It's an energy that's been guiding me ever since I'm a youth. So, this is why when you work with a legend, when you work with someone like Dean Fraser,
Yeah,
and it's like a musical doctor. He
yeah,
knows how to purge out that energy out of the eye. That's
definitely.
fantastic. That is amazing. So it's a
Yeah,
together same way. And you got Bowie that working, and carry that feeling with the piano and dead there with the I, and yeah, I have it is an honor to work with Dean Fraser. I can tell you it is one of my greatest experience. Rastafari. I
def-
tell you, Sin. Mm-hmm.
definitely, definitely. Now, honey, right?
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
happy to hear you're singing to the ladies also on this album. Um, And when I listened to Honey, you said in the song, everything she does prosper.
True.
How can a woman, and I'm going to ask you a question, right? Because
Yeah.
I love that statement.
Yeah.
Everything she does
Prosper.
prosper.
Well, when you have a queen that accept you for who you are,
Ooh,
the flaws with the vice, you and it's like this woman come with this, like they say, the complementary, you know. So even though you have a negative vibe in it, it brings an energy that to just uplift you. You still have to learn out of that negativity.
yeah,
So from where you are, you could only become a better man, because that woman teach you life, it shows you who you truly are, your weakness, your strength, your vulnerability, you know, your strength, the vibe that you have, the wise mind that you can purge, your intelligence, you know. So this is why I say, she got the way of talking, she got the way of sharing, that makes you feel so fine, you don't feel no way in danger. You can put your trust in her, you know.
yeah,
So that is prosperous, That's why I say everything she does it just come naturally, and you see that, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's so sweet like honey, because that love is so authentic, hard to
yeah,
find. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And
So
it takes time to nourish. It takes time to develop and grow. Yeah,
really, yeah, really and truly,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we have to endorse our woman because we cannot live without them,
Amen.
Yeah, we cannot live without them. Same way they cannot live without I and I man. But the woman have some specific role, you see,
How
that
did you know that was going to be my next question? Like, how did you know? Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Go ahead.
yes, have some specific role, that only she can bring, when it comes to emotion, intelligence, when it comes to knowledge, when it's come to that mama earth, because the element of the earth, when you look at the earth and the water, that is the feminine balance of nature, and then you
Yep.
have you have the wind and the fire, and that is the king. So we need that, there's certain things they never say Papa Earth, they always say Mama Earth, You
Yeah.
see? So we can't go around the thing. We still have to find that balance, you know. It takes time because you still have to know each other, you know.
Yes. Yes.
Communication, you know, respect and love in the middle, in the center of the communication, and just patient and carry on, you know. Yeah, but
Definitely.
we can't go without the queen. We can't go without our
Yeah.
sister.
Tell them again. You cannot.
Can't go without our sisters. Yeah,
So
it's the
here is
father and the
here is
children. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Here's honey. Here's honey.
Beautiful impress. Ah, warrior flat. Yeah. Ah, she got the way of speaking and the way of hearing. Make me feel so fine. Oh, and everything she does prosper. She's one of a kind. She's my honey, honey, honey. She's my baby. Honey, honey, honey. She's so sweet, like honey, honey, honey. She's the one for me. Oh, my honey, honey, honey. She's my baby. Honey, honey, honey. She's so sweet, like honey, honey. She's the one.
Did you specifically sing this song for anyone?
What I say?
Did you specifically sing this song for anyone?
Yeah, it is inspired by that someone, you know, really and
Okay.
true. You know, it's a true living, you know, something that I live with a queen, you know. So yeah, this I think that it's inspired by her, you know. And but
Nice.
I definitely think that other people can, you know, are living the same thing or will live the same thing and can learn from that, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's beautiful
Def-
stuff. So you know,
definitely. So I want to ask you this out of the box question. I want you to tell me 5 things that a woman can do to protect her man. What are 5 things a woman can do to protect her man?
the first thing is to be honest and put trust in him. Um, when he's weak and vulnerable, don't use that against him. You know, um, be his balance. Don't bring him no stress. You know, be his balance. When I say be his balance, it's like everything, every part that you see that he is weak, try to bring that strength in him for him could be a better man. You know, always make him be a better version of himself. You know, and then I would say, um, that she could always know that she must respect him. You know, and I think that is the fourth. Yeah, respect him. You know, and communicate with him. Yeah. So if you have those 5 things, I think that is the most important things, you know, especially the trust, the
Yeah.
respect, you know, when you have those 2 things, and always want to see the better version of your king, you know. So anything
Yeah.
is, he is not perfect, you know, but if you see something, you know, it's also the way you're going to tell him, you know, because some people don't know how to communicate and don't try to get his ego, you know, because that is the weakness of the man, you know. Some man don't carry more emotion intelligence, so you have to
Mm.
know touch his ego, you know. So more you know him, more you know how to deal with his ego through respect, more he will love you, guide you, and be the leader and the man, the quality man that you want beside you all your life, you know. For me, that is the most important thing. And after that, the finance will come because we still need to balance the
Yes.
spiritual part and the material part, you know. You need that certain comfort, you know. So with all those qualities, you come together, you create together, you evolve together. Just those things is right for me is the most important things, you know. Once a woman choose to respect her lion, there's nothing that could stop that, you know. It will always
I like,
grow.
I like it. I like it. So since you said all that, right? How much money should a man spend on a date? How much money should a man spend on a
Well,
first date? How much?
I will not say. I don't think the first date must be on a penny, you know. But I will
Okay.
say most naturally when you are going somewhere, or depends, because if my first date will be like, let's go upon the beach road, the riverside,
Mm.
and I cannot say it could be any kind of money, but you usually you want to drink something, or you want to just be prepared to share a time, but it mustn't be
Okay.
like pressure to say I need that money, because it now you don't have too much money, but you still have love for that woman. You still have to carry a way to reach out to her and communicate with her, you know so it depends the value of each and every one, but for me, if a woman just put that pressure from me from the beginning, even though I
Mm.
know that, but if she comes to put that pressure from me from the beginning, I will be like a septic when it comes to trust you.
Okay.
So yeah, I will be a like a septic, because for me that is not the most important thing. If you have a queen, you will always want her to be good. So if you have $10, $100, you will still remain that energy to make her feel good. So I don't think we have to put that pressure upon man. We just have to IT to share a positive moment, and what carry ons with it. Most naturally, we come and do it. As a
Yeah.
gentleman, I make sure that she's all right. You know, but if she wants to come and say, this time I want to be the one to put you good and thing, I will give her opportunity to express herself. So it's not like we're putting a pressure to ourselves, because we're just starting. So the most thing we have to do is things that carry us together, and not things that separate us. So I will just let the vibe flow,
I
let the
like
vibe.
it.
Yeah.
I like it. I definitely like it. Now you have this song "Let's Unite" with Itana. So can you tell me how all of that came about?
But Etana, and she had a show that I was a part of organizing a show to bring her in French Guyana.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, so when she came out there, we had this vibe together, and I wanted something. I don't want it to make a love song, because she got a whole heap of love songs.
Yes.
But I want us to express something that could be, something that we can talk to the youths, we can talk to the elders. So we wanted something that is a part of unification. So she just hooked up with the rhythm, and the night, she spent one night listening to it. We listened to it, and the next morning she came up with this beautiful chorus, and we just take it from there. Went to the studio and thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
great energy, Etana. Yeah, great.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
So here is "Let's Unite."
It's a guy, yeah. It's a turn up on the microphone. Alright. Yeah. Love over everything. Yeah. 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 Let's unite as one. Together we are strong. Let's unite as one. Cause together we are strong. No matter where you come from, no together we are one. We give thanks to the creation, yeah. Respect to our nation. One love, one heart, one aim, one word, one love, one heart, one aim, one universe. For better, not for worse. One universe. For better, not for worse. Let's unite as one.
Us together, we are strong.
Definitely. I feel like you have music for everybody because you get the French in this song.
Yeah, we
You
got to
get the
live.
you get the African beats. You get everything, the
True,
Caribbean, everybody in this song.
true, 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 true. Yes, we're
Yeah.
trying to. Cause music is a natural thing. The most important thing is what you put on the beat, you know. But music
Yes.
is a very nice, and I grew up with many influence, from in Suriname, you don't already know in Guyana we got the calypso, we got the zouk from Martinique and Guadeloupe, we got the
Yeah.
cassette, we got the biggie poku from Suriname, we got this, we got the alike, we got the awasa, all those,
Everything.
you know.
And people
So
don't know those things. A lot of people just think that, the South America is just South America. They have no idea of the amount of cultures and riches and all of that is involved in that
tell,
one space.
telling you, it's amazing. And plus, we got this, the Maroons, those people that runaway slave that went to the bush. We
Yeah.
got tribal, we got the Saramaka, we got the Pamaka, we got the Aluku, and we got this language, this dialect. Not many people don't know, So
Yep.
this, and where it's rich, you got the people from India, you got the people, you got them Japanese.
Yes.
It's just all those melting pot that brings a vibe, you know. And the music is very rich, from
Yeah.
traditional mixed up with the modernity of the reggae and the hip hop and the rap and the R&B. It's just amazing, man. It's just amazing. Yeah.
Everything. And that's when I tell people all the time, when you hear people say, oh, all the music comes from Jamaica, you're like, no, like, it comes from all over the world, because as Black people,
True.
music is something that we use to forget about what was happening, like the struggles and
De-
all of that.
Definitely, most definitely. And this is why I'm connected. Jamaica, you still have to give thanks for the Liquor Island guys. The reggae
Definitely.
beat. The reggae beat. What the reggae beat do to your heart, it's something
Listen,
still have
listen.
to show respect, But with all of the influence, like the blues, is something that goes with that spiritual feeling of our ancestors, 'Cause I don't know, Black people, we create all of them things from struggle.
Yes.
So that's why we are connected to that. We are connected to that ancestrality. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So today, June 4th, King
Yeah.
Salassie
Yeah.
has premiered. King Salassie has premiered. How do you
Yes.
feel? How do you feel? How do you feel?
I feel so fantastic, amazing. I feel so proud, especially working with Takana Zion. That is a
Yes,
giant in Africa, and a real Rastaman too, someone that helping out his community and pushing the fire. So, and when you are in Africa, it's like, when you preach Guinea, the people that tell you welcome home, they don't even
wow,
ask you where you're from, what is your nationality. They just tell you welcome home.
welcome.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and yeah, today the video came out and we are very proud of that project. I have to big up my whole team, I-9973. Dean Fraser did a wonderful work on that one too. So
yeah,
yeah, man, I'm very proud. This song is very touchy, and
yes,
it's life story. Showing you what the teaching of His Majesty has done to I and I. That
yeah,
many struggles. This is what
yeah,
is knowing that the teaching of His Majesty carry a fire that makes you come to yourself and go to your roots. Cause He have many teachings. You know,
yes,
but the
yeah,
teaching
yeah, yeah. A lot.
that
Some of them need to go somewhere else too.
you know what I
But
mean. What you say?
I said some of them need to go someplace else. But that's another conversation for another day.
Yes. But that is the what this is what the song is about. That energy of struggle, but still we keep on going because yeah, we have this love and the teaching of His Majesty is there to guide I and I. Yeah.
Definitely. So when I listen to this song, right? And tell
Mm-hmm.
me if I'm wrong. When I listened to it, the beginning of it, I heard the Gregory Isaacs Night Nurse drum roll in the beginning of this song, right? Am I
Yeah.
right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong?
I think you're wrong. It's more I think it is an influence of this Haitian song they call Inna This a Time. I forget this reggae artist name, you know. But Dean Fraser been influenced by that and create another beat. Yeah. Yeah, it's more Inna this a time. I will catch it, through I will search it and I will catch it through when before this thing done, waiting for someone to
Okay.
sing for me. Yeah.
All right. So here is wait, no, I can't do that because this song premiered today, right?
Yeah.
Today, the song premiered, the video dropped, and everything.
Yeah.
So I need for you to do the honors of premiering King Salassie.
Well, check out King Salassie. It is out there. The shooting has been done in Guinea, Africa, with Takana Zion. So you just reach out and listen to the good vibration. Reggae roots. Dean Fraser work on that.
And the warrior for life.
Yeah, Michelle G. Pull up that. Some carry that thing that Michelle G. Pull up.
The warrior for life.
Yeah.
No food to eat, no place to sleep, facing injustice and tribulation. Yeah, abandoned youth on the road, searching for education. No matter how hard the struggle, I stand firm and humble. King Salassie, trust in King Salassie. Yeah. 'Cause as far as my eyes can see, Him guidance brings joy for me. King Salassie, trust in King Salassie. Yeah. When I am weak and in need, He is always there. Yeah.
Tanto nei beja maguna kenira. Tanto nei beja maman kananira. Tanto nei beja King Salassie I know for her. Tanto nei beja ya muira boloma. Na korona njera makura go mana ke beti minana. Tanto raida Salassie pa mane yang kamta. Sieta nei kota bibi marakana. Na kola panyina. Ayemano well nana.
King Salassie, as far as my eyes can see,
Yeah, man.
His teaching brings joy for me. King Salassie, trust in King Salassie.
When I am
And in need, His teachings brings joy for me. Yeah.
Running back when he
ready down.
This song. I need you to sing the King Salassie part for me. Like, I need you to sing it how you sang it. Like the King Salassie.
Salassie. Trust in
That's it.
Salassie. Cause as far as my eyes can see, His guidance brings joy for me. Love, man.
I love this song. Love this song. The
Yes,
whole
I will feel-
energy in it. You can feel it. You literally can feel it in your soul when you
I,
guys are singing.
yeah, we are feeling it, man. It's a great feeling, knowing that you're coming out of the struggle, you find a way out, you find that you find the key,
Yeah. Yeah.
survive that, and now you're stepping up, and you can definitely see and be an example for those who can see that, oh, I've been seeing this youth coming from so far and him still standing, you see.
Yeah.
So that is a great feeling, man. It's a great feeling, me I tell you, sister. Yeah, so
Definitely.
yeah, man.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's like you know, you just stand there and you're hearing all the words in your head and one thing about me, right?
Yeah,
I could hear a song right now and in 2 seconds catch all the words of the
okay,
song. I don't know why that is, but it's something that I have that I love about myself.
true.
So when I first heard it, like I listened to it last night and I know the words.
Great time.
Words. I know the words. And HLN Desire says that this is one of my favorite from this wonderful album. That this is her favorite song from this album.
Oh, big up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a great song. Now, looking back, right? If you
Yeah,
could look back on your little boy self,
yeah.
what would you say to your little boy self right now? What would be those words that you would say to your little boy self?
I'm proud of you. Yeah,
Oh,
proud, and happy for that little boy, happy for him. Yes, I'm very proud and happy for him, you know. Yes, like I say, when you go through certain things and you can, you reach to a point where you can say, finally, you know what I mean? You come out of that. You come out of that, So I'm happy for him. Yeah.
how many times do you say how many times do you say that?
Well, so many times, so many times, sometimes when I reach at certain places, and I say, especially when I reach Ethiopia, and I say, yeah, I get the energy what I needed, when I'm working, when I finish the album and I get the album and I hold it in my hand and I say, yeah, we work, and now you get rewarded, so yeah, every time we feel that energy pop up, we just live in it, and try to full try the moment of it, so yeah, yes,
Definitely, definitely.
that's
I absolutely love this for you. Like I said, this is my first time talking to you.
yeah,
First time seeing you on TV. I'm
yeah.
like, oh, I didn't realize how great your music is, but listening to your entire album, I'm like, wow, you have a great body of work here.
Thank you.
That the masses need to hear. Like they definitely need to hear it. Are you doing any touring or anything like that right now?
Yeah, no, right now, well, we started in Jamaica to do the promotion tour. So from
Yeah.
Jamaica to Holland, now I am in France. So I'm here in France for the whole month. I'm gonna be joining Takana Zion at Olympia in Paris the 14th of June. I will be on the north side in Lille. So, the people will catch me on different acoustic vibe, promoting the album, just showing off. And then I will take the band from August. We're going to start in French Guyana. And then we're going to move to Africa, to the pause. The people will get all those information on my website, littleguerrier.com. And, we're trying to reach everywhere with this little baby that day.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I absolutely, like I said, I'm glad that you accepted to do this interview today. And if I was supposed to go through your management or anybody else, I'm sorry, but I just had to. I had to
It's all right.
apologize. I apologize. But
No,
from
I
seeing you
love
on TV, I'm like, yeah, I got to talk to this man. I need to talk to this man, so I'm gonna go straight to him.
and I felt your energy, your energy was so warm and so positive,
Oh, thank you.
genuine, so I don't block those kind of vibes, we are accessible, you can come,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they love you, you don't feel no pain, you just have to accept it, you see?
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen. I like that. I like that. So before you get up out of here, I want
yeah.
for you to tell us something positive in French and then in English. So I get my French in.
Alors, essayez à chaque fois de partager amour entre vous, d'accord? Toujours partager de la bonne vibration entre vous et que l'amour vous accompagne, l'amour et le respect vous accompagnent. So in English, to translate, I say, let's try to always share love amongst us, Try to push that positive vibration amongst us, respect and love in the center of all I and I communication, and everything will be fine. It's just a harmony, you know.
I
Vive
love it.
ensemble en harmonie. Live together in harmony. Yeah.
I love it. I think I want to learn French now. I think
Come
I
on,
want to try.
what language
I think I want to try to learn French, but I want to thank you
yes.
so much, for being here today, for accepting this interview. You're definitely an inspiration. Your music is amazing,
Thank
and
you.
nothing more than success, for you. Nothing more than success for you.
Thank you for inviting me. And I'm wishing the people well, all those that were listening. Thank you for your love and for your vibe. Just keep pushing. They can link me up on my website, littleguerrier.com. The album is available all over on the legal platforms on my website. I have it in vinyl and I have it in hard drive. You can order it and we're sending it home any part of the world where you're there. I just and big up Dean Fraser anyway I'm there. Big up his whole
Yes,
team, them, all the artists that participated on this album. I want to big up I-9973, my production, and all the family, the love, my children, queens and loved ones. Much love. Thank
much
you,
love.
for inviting me. Once
Thank
again,
you. This was
about
a great conversation. Great conversation. So you see, because I'm gonna tell y'all what he did, right? He asked me, so I want to know what this interview is going to be about. You know, like you seem like you were a little nervous, but how was it? Tell me how it was. Tell me how it was.
was wonderful, fantastic, and you are definitely a great and positive person. And that is the most important thing, and everything just went out naturally. I do give thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And have an amazing rest of your evening. And I will definitely be pushing your music.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to be playing your music here on Get With The Fix, so that people can hear it as well. But much, much more success and congratulations on King Salassie. Amazing song. Definitely an amazing song.
Thank you, Michelle, and big up to all the people that were watching. One love to you all, and success and strength in everything what you're doing.
No food to eat, no place to sleep, facing injustice
Yeah,
and
Michelle G. Pull up that. Pull up that. Some carry that thing down. Michelle G. Pull up.
the warrior for life. No food to eat, place to sleep, facing injustice and tribulation. Yeah, abandoned youth on the road, searching for education. No matter how hard the struggle, I stand firm and humble. King Salassie, trust in King Salassie. Not as far as my eyes can see. Him guidance brings joy for me, King Salassie. Trust in King Salassie. When I am weak and in need, He is always there.
Yes, and I'm talking and I get it back. And I'm not thinking till I see that too bad. Sangria Mubaringira. And you're Tamalagi, Mengayara. Mengayara. Tanto nei beja, maguna kedinira. Tanto nei beja, maman kananira. Tanto nei beja, King Salassie I know for her. Tanto nei beja ya pura poloma. Na korona njera makuro gomana kebeti minana. Temperaida in Salassie I pamane yang kanta. Sieta nei kota bibimbara kana bana kole penyi. Ayema no well nana.
Selassie, but as far as my eyes can see, His teaching brings joy for me, King Salassie.
King Salassie.
When I am weak and in need, if teaching brings joy for me, yeah.
Running back when he running tongue. Salassie, I jump for a ride. Don't you never jar. And in the sorry Guerrier. Some of them in the sunny battle, man. Now go race the government and I want to go to the battle. The monkey and come and cigar. Make it up to neighbor, Papa.
Sleeping low, that is not a crime. Love you cannot buy, and it's hard to find out. Thinking man must.
Oh, your favorite mirror, that's what says come and journey. Self-driven from a wall, live past 30. The road it never sure, but well determined. Mistake me learning from, yes, for kill me earning. We do this enough time, you prove them wrong. And you we outside, I'm moving strong. We do this enough time, I'm prove them. Yo, Mochi.
Couldn't up make them here, we'll talk my mind away. Yeah, man, I was stealing them time and time again. Imagine if we did do it and oh no, they don't wear. I know I just create it from greatness. Full of whip, full of chains, but I don't slavery. I true prove it, I don't hate me. We are about them chains, so them frustrated.
I turn it up another notch, so we cook another pot. So them sit down and them shatter, so we not go reach the top. But now blind past stars are moving fast. When the beast them touch the star, we not cruising back. The whole place get alive. Sure we get them things we talk, hear them dough from the start. Now we prove them wrong. Say all of my dreams come to me. Can't do this with this, just shout believe.
Couldn't up make them here, we'll talk my mind away. I was seeing them time and time again. Imagine if we did do it themselves. And I was still, oh no, they don't wear. I know I just create this from greatness. Full of whip, full of chains, but I don't slavery. I don't prove it, I couldn't hate it. See, I live all them chains, so I'm frustrated.
Touch the road.
Stand come with your rich eye. Dancing home, never lie. When you heart me, much you show like the road. Smart eyes, see darkness come.
From people, we bring down the heat. So fine, touch the road. Some little juvenile me used to mash them and quick. And all of my doctors, so them me feel mucking even when the Benz swift. Looking back, plenty. If I bag attack him, I'm gonna rip off. I do a gun kick off. Running I'm also finger play. Things say chick dog him married that I swing off him. I live off.
One team, up in one team. Kitty rental, step in ice cream. Orange, step in ice cream. One head alone, 21 piece.
You know I'm sleep when you have your bed.
Them would be a tree tie. Buy some big guy. Get a youth. Now live life. Different market. For mommy a profile. When the friends yeah, no. Now feel Lord of the green dog. Script me use that IRS as my job a Benza. They can't charge me with the skull. Move from PM style with sensor. Come travel at the man. My belly. Too big to transit to this daily. Yeah, use MoneyGram now, union. I'm run out the run from the playground.
Touch the road, record.
If it's gonna play hard till I charge up. I'm a hand on me, I'm a charge up. Strap skin mark up. Me every federal, West Fargo. West Fargo. Pop, cyber. Champion. And if you're dwelling, you're going rich. We'll drive no Audi. Skyline, the tire them balling. 2024 new with the spine. Oh, I look me, I get many strip. Oh, I look, you drop from bim bim. Oh, I look, you on my cards, them my vintage. Big money drop on my stunning now. Idiot. Stupid boy. Done. Fool. Rasta. My dear, my dad. Move out my way. Me, I'm mad so mad day. Mad. Move out my way. Now, me, I'm mad so mad day. I'm mad, me, I'm a dog. Mad. I'm mad, me, I'm a dog. Tell her get and I run out of the mad house. I'm mad, me, I'm a dog. Hold my cup in, I say, be a girl at that short. That girl have been a back out. Gets all of my money get your account. I wish big man that getting out. Move out my way. Me, I'm mad so mad day. Move. Hey. Move out my way. Me, I'm mad so mad day. I know you. So, me say she come from Kingston. Girl wine down syndrome. Up on her top, she gone when she drink rum. Dance, back it up, I'm a Burberry shots. I'm a girl, I'm break every yard. Put money in her. Shake up. Girl, just shake up. I'm out. Move out my way. Me, I'm mad for my day. Style. Hi. Diplomats. Big eyes, beats current fake, girl come with me, cause your man have no sense. Travel around the world, we not travel in a comments. Compare me, I'm a take that as a offense. Money in the air, I'm a call a helicopter.
Hello.
Oh, are you gonna do this video without no video? This interview without no video?
I'm almost home though. That's why.
Oh, I see. So here on Get With The Fix, it's Valiant with this brand new album, Prove Them Wrong. And Valiant is doing the interview with no face, people. I'm a little
Yeah, no,
shocked.
guys, don't vex with me.
Oh, okay. So why the no face? You say you're almost home, but no
Yeah, when I
face?
reach home, I would just turn on my camera and everything.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So how I noticed that the album right now is number 66 on all genres in the US. All of your songs are like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And also number one, beating out Bob Marley. So how you feeling? How you feeling about that?
I just more work, definitely. I don't know. I just more work and try to gain more fan base with this project.
Yeah, when you say gain more fan base, because I noticed a lot on social media, people have been attacking you from left and right. They're like, this is not the same Valiant that has started out with us. Like, you're trying to find a hit song and all of that kind of stuff. When you hear all of that, like, how does that make you feel? Or you don't care?
So that nobody me do. Cause I've been finding songs from 2022 to 2025. So people like always talk. That's why them just there for talk.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. So, how are you feeling now with this body of work? Like, when you listen to your songs, are you satisfied with the body of work that you've done?
Yeah, definitely. That's why I put it out. I'm really satisfied with it. Catching a new vibe, opening new doors for new fan base. You get what I say? Not
Mm.
changing my style, but just trying to catch new fan base with different sound. You get what I say?
What is that new fan base that you're trying to catch?
Internationally, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, I get that feeling from it because, again, a lot of the songs on this album is not as raunchy as, we know you to be. A lot of them, you can tell that you clearly thought the process all the way through on them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Okay, so Selfish was actually I think one of the first songs that singles that you released before you put out your album.
No, whole
Uh,
lot of then selfish.
whole lot and then Selfish.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about Selfish. Because you know it's a very big song. It sounds like you're begging a girl to take you back, but she's not trying to hear about it. So
Mm-hmm.
tell me about
Selfish is basically about me doing a something to a female, like doing her wrong, and then trying to call her to answer her phone or pick up or answer my messages to hear what I have to say. So it's a vibe like that, but it's a more R&B vibes, like with the dancehall patois, just kind of try to mix it two of them together.
Yeah, definitely. You also have 450 on the album, the Prove Them Wrong song with 450.
Mm-hmm.
Why was he so significant to be a part of this album?
Say really and truly, I had the song. I have a lot of songs put down, and I select songs that I think would make sense for the project. You get what I say? And we had a song based on my title, so we just put it on the project. And he's a good friend of mine, so you know that go.
Definitely, definitely. Now, the other song on this album, one of these songs on your album, Ugly, started some controversy on Instagram from another individual who said that he was the first person to even bring out the word ugly. And here
Who's
you
that?
are. Sizzle Sherlock, I think his
Who that?
name is. You didn't see this?
No, that's the thing. No, certain things I'm not to listen to or whatever. A lot of people say that them are the first. We say ugly first. We say this and that. A lot of artists was the first. We say this and that. Who say it better? You get what I say? So I say it go. But the song ugly is just a statement, like mad out, definitely. You get what I say? It's just an expression where you're just saying in your head, but you wouldn't expect to hear it out in a song.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So ugly is just a vibe.
It's just a vibe. Now you also said in the song like the girls them love ugly man.
Yeah.
As long as you have a lot of money, or you're a chopper, they don't care that you ugly.
I
You'll
didn't say
end up
that in the
sleeping
song.
with girls. That's not what
I
you say.
I never said nothing about no chopper have money though. I didn't say that.
That's what
I
I
was
thought.
saying,
I
yeah,
tell me
I
what.
said, me, I wonder if for the money, it's like you're wondering if it's the money or the science or my under. Science no mean like science, like rituals, but the energy or my under, if my chop the
Mm,
line, or if me living like a gangster. So these are questions that I'm asking myself. Is these are the things that attracts a female? If you get what
mm.
I say. These are like questions. That's why I'm saying me, I wonder.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So also in on the album and today I was listening to Star put out a song and she said basically that a producer took down her song
Yeah, man, Star a
all
good artist.
yeah, although she paid for studio session, paid for the video, paid for promo, the everything she paid for. How what would you say to artists who do all of these things and then a producer said, "Well, it's my song. Now that the song is doing great, they want to grab it and take it for themselves."
Learn the business part. No producer and your friend. Get a contract.
Wow, that's it. Just get a
Yeah.
contract.
Their contract. Once you have a contract, say everything. If contract not there, nobody producer can't say anything. You see me, you can't say anything. But if you don't have a legal binding document for show everything that you're saying is written, it can be concrete.
Definitely, definitely. Now you also added Mad Out and what's the other song? Bubblegum.
Bubblegum,
Uh
yeah.
on this album. Why was that necessary for you to put those songs on the album?
Say definitely me still feel like these two songs can reach more worldwide. So I put it on the project. So I
Okay.
believe in them song more for more worldwide. So I just put them on the project. And you definitely say when you're signed to a label, them thing you do basically for streaming purposes as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, definitely. What is one of the craziest thing that a fan has ever done to get your attention?
A lot of things. But um A fan for my birthday last year in Miami. I kept a show in Miami. A fan brought a coach bag and an Air Force for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You took it?
I took the bag. I didn't keep the shoes though.
Why not? Why not?
Nothing.
Why you keep the shoes? Why you didn't keep the shoes?
I'm gonna give a friend the shoes. Nah, I'm good. The shoes I was
Oh,
grateful though.
okay. Is that whole thing where the whole? I know in the Caribbean a lot of times they say that women shouldn't buy men shoes.
No, not really that, but sometimes I have to just sometimes your energy know what's right from what's wrong.
Yeah, you felt something about it.
No, but when I wait for feel something for know what's right.
Okay. All right. Another question I have for you is like, how much money should a man spend on a date? How much should he spend?
Um, it all depends upon if the female makes sense. And it all depends upon where you go. Cause sometimes some of the females them not really make no sense for you to go spend no money upon the date. So it all depends what the female are carry towards the table for this man spending money.
Okay. So do you ask a woman what she brings to the table? Is that a question that you give to a woman?
Yeah, because female love to ask if a man have money. So what does a female bring towards the table? Forget this money. Otherwise from sex, otherwise from saying they can be peace of mind. What can you do towards a man to uplift him in every way? Otherwise from sex and all of that. So it's a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I like it. True or false? A man can love you and still cheat.
False.
False? Explain, explain.
I'm not get as a long explanation that hey, when you love somebody and I cheat.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why people not for look for love, them for look for respect.
yeah, definitely,
Oh.
definitely. Now, also on this album, the song "Advantage" that you have with Haitian artist Friday, why was it so necessary to have him on this album?
I have around 5 international collabs sitting on right now, and I put out that one because me and Friday have a connection, a different type of connection, and we went in the studio together, and it was like quick, 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 like 10 minutes.
Wow.
So the vibe was right.
Okay. I like it. I like it. So this month, June is National Mental Health Month. What does Valiant do to stay sane in this music business? Because I know you guys go through a lot of things behind the scenes that fans don't see. So how do you stay sane in the business?
By not reading comments, by not listening to people what they have to say, by having a mind of your own. Um, Basically just being around my real people, being around my family, being around my son, being around my friends. So those things keep me sane. Pray,
Okay.
rest, eat right,
Mm,
exercise, vibe. Yeah.
definitely. Definitely. Now your album is doing so great. When you put it out, did you expect all of this? Or it's like, yeah, I'm loving everything that's happening with it.
Definitely album come with promotion and all of that, but there's still some more milestone we want to see the album reach because we are trying to aim for the Grammy, but we're grateful so far. Can't
Okay.
complain.
Okay. So the goal for this album is to get it to the Grammys.
Not to open doors for new fan base and God's willing a Grammy. Definitely.
Oh, okay. I like it. I like it. So you will be submitting this album for the Grammy Awards is what you're telling everybody that this album will definitely be submitted.
For a Grammy, yeah, definitely.
I definitely like it. I definitely like it. What have from since you started? Oh, there you are. from since you started, what do you think you've learned about yourself? Every time you put out a new project, what are some things that you've learned about yourself?
So from 2022 to 2025, um, I'm consistent, I'm confident, I'm self-driven. Well, I'm mostly for the people, them, you know. I'm down to earth when it comes to my fans, them, if them see me on the road. You don't know anything what them ask me for deal with. If me can deal with it, me deal with it. You know them way there. So I just basically growth, you know, coming out of this box of no such I feel like avoid people and them look at things, but you know, growth.
I like it. I like it. Now, I heard today also that, there's a lot of conversations around, Caribbean artists not given the Caribbean platforms, interviews and that type of stuff, that you guys run quicker to the American side of this music, when it's always been the Caribbean side of the music that's been pushing you guys. What do you want to say to that?
Boy, I don't know when I'm do every interview when I go show, you know, so I don't really know about certain things where you hear me not hear, you know. To be honest, when I hear them thing then. So definitely seem like I say ugly, there's a controversy with somebody. Me even hear that. You know.
Yeah.
Try for, yeah, me try to lock off me ears for certain things. So first this me I hear this, not even my team tell me this. So me didn't even know
Really?
this. No, so
Okay. Yeah, it's out there. It's definitely out there. The individual put it out and said he was the first person to do the ugly word, and now here you come taking over his word and all of this other stuff.
so there's a word that can be taken over.
No, no, definitely
Okay.
not.
People with sense, we understand. You get what I say? Because basically, Vibes Cartel sing a lot of things and the new generation come and sing it over back, don't it? In
Yeah,
different ways. Yeah, but
yeah,
people are just people. You get what I say? And if you follow people, you don't reach nowhere. But as me say, I just say it go.
definitely, definitely. So,
Mhm.
and Nancy, with
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
and um,
One
I
of my
love
favorite tracks.
yeah, I love a Nancy because it takes you back to that childhood story time. Um, type of vibe. Why did you decide to do it this way?
And Nancy, big up DJ Mac, one of the executive producers on the track. Um, The DJ Matt did that tell me say oh, Anansi, build a song about Anansi, story time, cause I like to be out of the box. Otherwise, if you see whining up in a video, I like to see storyline. You get me? I say, I like to see fun. I'm a jovial person, so that comes out in my music. So I try to come up with a storyline with Anansi and spider web and female and still having that dance while sexuality in it. So you don't know, I link up Ruppy them that are now or never, that a camera team in Jamaica, big camera team. And then come up with the concept with me and help to manifest it to come true. And people love
Mm.
it. People love the creativity will come from it, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Because it definitely takes you back to childhood. And we don't really get to see that a lot of times. I think you're probably one of the few artists who has done that lately. So
Yeah,
it was great to see it on the screen. So
yeah,
how are you feeling now? Because I know when speaking to Ding Dong the other day, he was like, yeah, my album is out, but work still continues. Like I'm back in the studio, I'm doing more and all of that kind of
yeah.
stuff.
For me, basically, I just promotion from my project right now. Songs been voiced up already for the summer and all of that. So I don't really like make us stay as an artist. You can't really just in the studio sit down. So just a vice. You have to look for
Okay.
inspiration. You have to go outside. See some different things and get more inspiration, and then you go walk in the booth. Me as a man, I saw me work still. My always vice for the future. Meaning,
Mm,
say, I already know that my project was gonna take up a lot of time, so I voice already songs for the summer. So
okay. Okay.
yeah, so when it reach summertime now, we in summer like fully like July, so me go vice up for Christmas. So some he work. And some he
Okay.
basically work. Yeah,
Okay, definitely, definitely. Now, I noticed that you didn't have any female collaborations on this album.
yeah,
Why
yeah.
not? Why not?
Yeah, a lot of people ask that, but I have a lot of female collaborations coming out for the
Yes.
summer.
Okay.
Narcissist Part 2 and plus Paradox with Chanel Mirror Part 2, So yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Who is one female artist that you would definitely that you haven't collaborated yet, but you would definitely like to work with that person?
Internationally or Caribbean wise?
Give me Caribbean and internationally.
Um, Internationally, Rihanna
Mm.
or Cardi B. Locally, female wise, whom I want to work with. Um,
Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Oh, there
she
you
have
go.
that
There
song.
you
We started here and then that's not mine. Bob the Builder.
go.
I like
Lava, Lady Lava.
Lava. I want to do
Yeah.
a song with her so bad. I love her vibe. You know.
Have you reached out? Have you reached out to her?
Not as yet because she just a get her sign and rise. I got her running but her energy. When the time right. But I love her music. I love her sound. I love how creative she is. So yeah, I
Mm.
like Lady Lava.
Okay, so you're looking towards the soca side of it, dancehall mixed with
No,
soca,
they
or
don't say
just
not saying soca, but the dancehall with the soca, not the soca alone. But yeah.
okay. I like
Mm.
it. I'm a repost this and tag her. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to her and tell
Yeah.
her that it said you.
Lady Lava man, a vibe man. Me and her she on my social media man, come tune
Yeah,
into her thing, them, the female them love her, in style.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely dope. Definitely dope.
Yeah.
Now, what is some advice that you would want to give to a young artist, coming up in this business about owning your masters and BMI and production and promotion?
One
What is some
word.
advice you give to
One
them?
word they can give them. Learn the business part before you join music. It's not just talent alone. Learn the business part of the music. Coming up in the game, you will boss and hot, but it's always to be consistent after. You get what I say? Still having songs that last like 10 years from now, 4 years from now. Because my boss from 2022, and most of the artists them I know from 2022, I'm not see them back in 2025. You get me? I say. So you just have to just be humble. You get me? I say that's why I'm sure you say, Michelle, me not to listen to people. People
Mm,
confused when I listen to people. You get me? I say from Catchy Yat, I don't know if you remember Catchy Yat. When them say me
yeah,
only I come out with like 2 songs, bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm in I'm in the UK right now doing a tour, and
Mm,
my set list is like 24 songs. So yeah, and my time set to perform is like an hour. Or it
wow.
depends, 45 minutes. So I'm just showing you, when you at work, you have to just block out the nights. Just work, work, work. I'm still not reaching it. You have enough
Mm,
other artists who have 1,000 more songs than me where I eat. You get what I say?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I just work.
yeah. Definitely.
Mhm.
How many hours a night do you sleep, or do you not sleep? Because in a
I be
Nancy, you're sleeping in the studio, and they woke you up like, "Hey, get up."
no for that wasn't Anant. That was the trailer for Prove
The
Them
trailer,
Wrong.
the trailer, the
Yeah,
trailer.
the
Yeah.
trailer for Prove Them Wrong.
Mm,
Basically, say I don't really sleep at night. I sleep in the morning time.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. Night. I think nighttime is a time for work when everybody
Wow.
is sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, my energy that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you drain out all the noise, right? Everybody's sleeping is just
Yeah, it's just your energy and the ancestors, them and your friend, So I just vibe.
definitely. How important is it for an artist, such as yourself, or even one that's younger than you, to interact with your audience, with your fans on social media, and to make sure that your social media look present? How important is that?
That is very important. You can't just I've learned that as well. You can't just give them music. I think my fans are getting to love watching my vlogs and my personality. So yeah,
Nice.
I think all over the world people are getting to love that type of vibe. So we try to give them that, not just 100 milli or body did a body. No, just sometimes that's my life. What I'm doing now, what I'm Yeah.
Definitely. I saw that you took down everything from your social media page and you just have from your Instagram, and you just have the Prove Them Wrong,
Mm-hmm.
just album cover on there.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us why that was necessary.
Loading up for the summer. Different image again. Different image again, you know, means a man always a come with some different image, some different looks always, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, you had blonde hair. What happened? What happened?
Remember when I can't study me. Me that boy will come with that blue hair, but nah, it was for the project. Basically, I did some video shoots back in Jamaica, and
Okay.
that look came in my brain for the
Mm.
video shoot. So I kept it, you know, for come England, and then when we reach England, we just wash it out, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. Looking back on you where you started from,
Mhm.
would you change anything about the trajectory of your career? Would you change
Never,
anything?
never, never. Only thing I could do, I go back in time and tell myself to continue work hard.
Mm.
Go on, go on. Don't stop. Would even tell myself back in the past and that boss. You know?
Wow, 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 definitely. I absolutely love this album. I purchased it. I had all of my DJs purchase it as
Yeah.
well.
Respect.
Um, just
Love.
because, what I'm noticing with dancehall is that everyone is now reaching for those Grammy boards, those billboards, and all of these other things. And you guys have now learned, I guess, how to change your music to suit that, but still remain your authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that so important for y'all? Like, why is that
The
important
root
right
is
now?
the root is important, you know. Man not try to change with a ton of R&B artists or anything. I'm just trying to show my versatility that
Yeah,
there's not just for me but for dancehall overall that we can do a lot of things. You get what I say?
yeah, yeah, definitely. I definitely love it. So you're on tour right
Yeah,
now in England.
yeah.
Where else are you going? Where else are you going?
I have a next show tomorrow in South London and then I have Malta.
Okay.
My last
Are
show
you
is in Malta. I did City Splash. I did Reese's Land.
okay? Are you going to be showing up at any one of Friday's tour dates? You're going to be showing up on any I did my research, Valiant. I did my research.
Mrs. Say research a lot, man.
I did my research and I saw it. I was like, I wonder if he's going to be showing up on one of these. But, we're definitely going to be looking out for that definitely for you. I'm actually happy with your album. I think
Yeah,
it's a great body of work that you've done. And it shows that you took the time to make sure that you're putting out the right music
yeah.
and that people can relate to your songs and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. So,
Mm-hmm.
kudos to you and your entire team
Respect,
for doing
man.
definitely doing this. So, before you go, because I know it's like what 1:30 in where you are, 1:30,
132. Mm-hmm.
1:32 a.m. But before you go, I just want you to give a message to your fans out there who have purchased your albums and have
Mm-hmm.
been purchasing your music for all of these years.
Alright, big up to all of the fans them would even know about the project yet. Them just all like hear about it. You don't know. The project is called Prove Them Wrong. It's out right now. A lot of body of work. You don't know. I still have the trap music on it. May have love songs. May have fallen soldiers for anybody will lose anybody this year or before. You get what me I say? Just thank you so much for supporting. Big up the whole Caribbean we support Valiant. You don't know Caribbean. We don't know. We're going on the Caribbean the third time now. So big up the whole of Caribbean will support me. Like it's been a blessing. You don't know, no enough five fans them I say them now want me to change up the thing with no selfish and thing, but I have to do it. You don't know because you
Yeah,
have a lot of people who want to hear that type of vibe there from me. You get what me I say? So if I
definitely.
never have certain type of fans before, me go win them over now with a lot of music, you know. So
Yeah,
we're still there to do the right thing. Them somebody's gonna be crazy for the whole of diplomats them when I listen. So just look out. Someone's gonna be crazy. More vlogs. Hey, you don't
yeah.
know. More tunes for the hustler them and you know more uplifting tune them and more song for the girl them. 'Cause you know the girl them.
Yes, it's important. It's definitely
Yeah.
important. Real quick before you go, because I noticed when I first purchased your album, Fallen Soldiers wasn't on it, but now
Um.
it's there. Were you having some issues with that?
No, not really issues like that. Something went wrong in the track, so I took it off to fix it. You get me? I say?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, that's all.
All right. So, Valiant, I want to thank you. Shout out to Ejor Media Group. Thank you for being here today. And I know your album is going to continue throughout the summer, just doing great things for you. What kind of
Respect.
plan, tell folks in this business, like how do you keep an album just keep going and going and reaching those number ones and all of that? Like, what are some little things that they could do to make sure that happen without giving away the secret?
Focus. Pray.
Okay, so pray.
Focus, pray. You don't
Focus.
know. And just be real with people. You get me I say? There's a lot of
Yeah.
people out there who will give you strength. Just be real with them and be genuine. And things will work out by your side, you know? That's all.
Definitely. Well, Valiant, have an amazing rest of your night. And enjoy touring. And I'm gonna keep looking to see when I see you on the stage for Friday. Okay.
I definitely done. Shh, mama, tell you, man. Chum, man. Enough love and be safe. You know, the whole of diplomats, them are listen out. Be safe on the road. Enough love. Go and stream the project. Prove them wrong. And stream 450 project Pieces of Me too. Because we are do it for dancehall. Enough love. You hear that?
Thank you, Valiant. Have a great night. Have a great night. Get with the fix, Michelle. Gee, that was Valiant. So what happened was my Instagram kicked out the interview with him because of the music. When you play certain songs, they just kick it out. But I do have the interview here and I will post clips of it.
Your friend. Badness. Cruising on the push, like a this. Taking on the it's a big and said, little room, you are hold that fit. Look soon on your womb, you are hold that shift. Go down, flat. Me say, I'm by your knees while I get some slack, man. Yeah, go down, no options. And I stand up on the beat while I take some. Girl, I'm from me in a well, girl, a position can move it when we. Cause anytime if you put a keep on my neck, come here, go take it off. Get up back. Oh, your love go on and get off chat. Close off up off and fit up back. And if I see you with the man, me I kick up that. Mama, dash way up, right up. Touch the road, right. Enjoy the ride, right. From slide. And if you don't care, girl, put them on in the air. Put the pan up, there's something in the air. Listen. Oh, for listen as I'm moving, if you kiss someone, hook me up, rubbing up. Clean body, girl, and it no bun me when my piece have a lick.
That was a big Michelle. Shout out to Valiant. Shout out to Is Your Media Group. Shout out to Little Guerrier as well. I had two great interviews today. I'm happy. I'm happy with myself with my interviews. I am. So I'm here in the building. I have 25 minutes or so here. So I'm just gonna have some quick conversations and play some music. Yeah.
Patience. Then I survive every fight. All I will life, yeah. To every human being who face a struggle. The bad times make good times feel good. But the war make your office the peace. Rifle shot no nice in your ears jump. Flesh a drop and I never bully beef. But then the things we go through make we stronger. We never want you run from police. But the address where me come from make me right done wrong. Just to say the least. Been fighting for all of my life. Fighting so hard to survive. And put a smile on my face. But inside is a ocean of tears. Me a cry. Been fighting for all of my life. Fighting so hard to survive. Me put a smile on my face. But inside is a ocean of tears. Me a cry. I came from a place where I could have get caught up many times. So much I go on the outside, but I stay firm on my mind. I know for the dogs, them the day. I'm from a place where you not fear pressure. Babies are having this. Families are suffer. Still we never switch for the fast cash. Have my soul member vanity and all that. Look work on the past, never call back. Table turn now, look who I call shots. It obvious enough for we can do better dog. After me never done the wrong, the wings forget about. How them a go on like some my life never hard. Still you protect the good forever. Been fighting for all of my life. Fighting so hard to survive. I put a smile on my face, but inside is a ocean of tears. Me a cry. Been fighting for all of my life. Fighting so hard to survive. Might see a smile on my face, but inside is a ocean of tears. Me a cry.
with the fix. Get with the fix, Michelle G. So as you guys know, as I said earlier, June is National Men's Mental Health Month. And a lot of times, nobody really cares about these fellas. Sad, but I speak my truth all the time. And it's there. It's time to take care of them. It's time to take care of the fellas. A lot of times men don't tell you what they're going through for fear of rejection, for fear of you're not gonna understand, for judgment, fear of judgment, and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, so protect them um as much as you can. Listen to them, communicate with them, all of those things. Support them. You don't have to financially support a man to show support. You can, if he's into something, cheer him on or help him in some way or give him some advice in some way or and those types of things. It's National Men's Mental Health Month. Is also Caribbean Heritage Month. The month of June is also Caribbean Heritage Month. And I think all of us celebrate the Caribbean every day because all of us are born there. And even people who are not born there but have parents who are born in the Caribbean also celebrate the courage, the food, the music, the everything about the Caribbean. So shout out to us for being Caribbeans. It's a great thing. It's definitely a great thing. I just want to say shout out to all of the fellas out there who are holding it down for their families, all of the men out there who work every day and provide for their kids, their wives, their girlfriends, their yeah, I be having a lot going on sometimes, fellas, and I've been watching a lot lately with a couple of the influencers who are now telling men to be careful of the interactions that you have with women. Not every you must jump in, have some discernment, some gumption, some other Caribbean word about yourself, some brought up see. Have some brought up see about yourself. So I'm seeing a lot of the Caribbean influencers who do all of these motivational speeches and stuff like that, saying that now, which is really great, which is great. A lot of times in the society and community that we live in, a lot of times women get blamed for being a single parent and all of that kind of stuff. And I was thinking about it yesterday, and I thought about it and I said to myself, like, I'm one of those women who raised a child on my own. And basically, like, I don't remember ever being able to be sick. Like, I think I could be sick when my son was 17 because I worked at the job, but it's like my sick time belonged to him for all of those years raising him. And I think it's when he was 17 or so that I was able to take off my own sick time. Like, I was allowed to be sick. So there are a lot of women out here who are raising kids on their own, and we're just asking for some support. We're asking for some help. We're asking for, if you are on child support, that you pay that, that you provide for your kids, that you see your kids, that you spend time with your kids, because a lot of times most men think that giving money is all that they could do. No, kids don't remember that. They don't remember that. They remember the time that you spend with them. So I'm urging all of the fellows, while we are now celebrating Men's Mental Health Month, to be better fathers, be better men, be better husbands, be better boyfriends, be better situationships, be better whatever workers, be better everything that you could be in this month for yourself. First of all, for yourself, because if you're not good, your family won't be good. So be better for yourself, and then be better for your children and your whatever you have other situation going on. I get fights a lot of times for being on the fella side, like these women be coming for me for being on the fella side sometimes. But I'm a fair person, and I think that a lot of times we forget that these men they have feelings too. They have feelings too, and they care too. They just need somebody to show them a little bit of love, some tiny love and some gratitude. You know what I mean? So I am Michelle G. I am here in the building, of course, streaming live on Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic, Coffee, Metric, and Mighty. I think I said I get with the fix. I think I said everybody. I be forgetting everybody, but I just want to say again, thank you guys for tuning in, for supporting me, and doing all of these things that I do on a regular basis. And I also want to say that I feel like we're living in a time where women and children don't matter anymore. Every time you turn on the news or you turn on the TV or you just pick your phone up and go on social media, women and children are just being killed in this place, and it's in the US, in the Caribbean. It's getting horribly like bad. I'm not really understanding what's happening in the Caribbean, that we're here experiencing where every day a child or a woman is murdered by the hands of a partner, or a uncle, raped by an uncle, and a cousin, and all of these other things. So I just want to say that I think it's time that we start to care about each other a little bit more. And we're still waiting on justice for Adriana Young. I know that her parents are here right now. They are, still going through the autopsy, and we're going to finally get the final results of that. The doctor that did the autopsy here in the US was saying that, yeah, drowned in, we're gonna rule that out for right now. There's some other things that's going on. There's some other parts of her body that was not assessed properly. So they are currently working on that. So we're just waiting on the final autopsy report in regards to her. Yeah, it's I don't know. I get drained that I have to post a lot of these things a lot of times. I really get drained that I have to post them. But my platform is to show folks what's going on around the world. And I will continue to do that because that's what I said that I wanted to do. And that's what I will continue to do. Vibes Cartel, of course, there was a festival in Trinidad that was supposed to happen this past weekend. Vibes Cartel did not perform. There was a whole thing about him being paid this 950 thousands of dollars, and then his actual payment was supposed to be 1.35 million. And the Trinidadian finance minister of finance was looking into how all of this money came about for Vibes Cartel. And I think today the promoters put out their statement stating that their money is legit money. And whoever want to do whatever they want to do, that's fine with it. Sizzler was also supposed to be performing on that concert in Mali. The girl that did the song with Shensia and Skilly Bang, she was supposed to be performing as well. They all backed out at the last minute, stating contractual problems. So I know that this story is not done. It's not ending, and we're going to hear a lot more about it coming up in these next couple of weeks as well. Folks are saying that Vibes Cartel should have went and performed because he got 950 of his money, and he was just waiting for the rest of it. But then there's the other side too. We know Jacure is sitting in a jail. For what we heard, he's been released. We've yet to see him, but for the same type of situation where promoters give you your payment and then you wait for the rest, and then you don't get the rest. And Jacure did what he did, and he's sitting in Amsterdam. Hopefully he's out, as everyone has been saying and posting. So I guess to avoid those types of situation, Vibes Cartel just said, yeah, nah, I ain't going back to nobody jail over money. So I'm just going to not perform and keep it moving. In doing these types of events, yes, there are times when you pay an artist most of their money and then they get the rest at the end of the night. I mean, a lot of DJs do that also. as well. They get their money, they get their deposit, and then at the end of the night, they get the rest of their money. I don't know why people do that though. I would want all of my money up front. So I'm okay with what Vibes Cartel is saying. He wanted all of his money, he didn't get all of his money, and not that. So whoever feel however they feel, that's their business. But the Minister of Finance is looking into all of the money transactions. And I will say, folks, like, you know, whatever business you do, make sure you have receipts. Have receipts to show folks, because when stuff happens and things come a knocking, make sure that you have those receipts. But people were just shocked that that's how much Vibes Cartel was getting paid to perform. Hey, know your worth, and then add tax is what I said. No, that's what I said.
Tribe Nation. Patriots.
Then I survive every fight. To every human being who face a struggle. Now the bad times make good times feel good. But war make your office a piece. Rifle shot no nice in your ears jump. Flesh a drop and I never bully beef. But on the things we got through make we stronger. We never want fear run from police. But the address where me come from make me right done wrong. Just to say the least. Been fighting for all of life.
Choose one.
Fighting so hard to survive. I may say no as I got represent for Michelleg. You see, pre.
Tribe Nation. Patriots.
Then I survive every fight. All I will live, yeah. To every human being who face a struggle. Say the bad times make good times feel good. But the war make your office a piece. Rifle shot no nice in your ears jump. Flesh a drop and I never bully beef. But on the things we got through make we stronger. We never want fear run from police. But the address where me come from make me right done wrong. Just to say the least. Been fighting for all of my life. Fighting so hard to survive. I put a smile on my face, but inside is a ocean of tears. Me a cry. Been fighting for all of my life. Fighting so hard to survive. I put a smile on my face, but inside is a ocean of tears. Me a cry. I came from a place where I could have get caught up many times. So much I go on the outside, but I stay firm on my mind. I know for the dogs, them the day. I'm from a place where you not fear pressure. Babies are having babies. Families that suffer. Still we never switch for the fast cash. Have my soul member vanity in all that. Look work on the bus, never call back. Table turn now, look who I call shots. It up for your son up for we can do better dog. After me never done the wrong, the wings forget about. But them a go on like some my life never hard. Still you protect the good for your father. Fighting so hard to survive. I put a smile on my face, but inside is a ocean of tears. Me a cry. Been fighting for all of my life. Fighting so hard to survive. Might see a smile on my face, but inside is a ocean of tears. Me a cry. Yeah. It's like everybody just a high and by to feel like them a dear one. True, me no remember them. Them as a me change. Tell them me you're the same man. Do you remember me? No, I don't. Where were you when my mama hungry? My out. Yeah. Do you remember me? Me no recall. None of them never make a call. Till them get a call. Man, I rise and over. Yeah. Some it's clear I use of them. When you win, them want you lose again. Jamil is a youth when I shoot at them. Instead, me get paper and use a pen. Yeah, I write some songs where I hurt them feelings. You only see them on Thursday evenings. The day before Friday, so we look like them the day before my pay. Do you remember me? No, I don't. Where were you when my mama hungry? My own. Yeah. Do you remember me? Me no recall. None of them never make a call. Till them get a call. Man, I rise and I fall.
Nice song. Eddie, money pull up over the greatest. Dip a little rum inna the belly. Baby, you just a bubble and beaties. Me get rich now, you see the changes. Dog, everybody happy what a day did. Roll up on the sun like waves did. Half buckle of the rum, half for washing off. Our tongue segregated. Bump around me, walk around. Bend over now, if you touch it out. Now you know you're flexible. You feel like you want. Bump around me, walk around. Bend over now, if you touch it out. Now you know you're flexible. You feel like you want. Protection.
Don't know no so. This never get to you work for. You stay home and feel nice, that's what I say. It's a big league. Yeah, at the big league. Right now, me I live my life and you know my life real. It's a big league. Whoa, it's a big league. It's a big league. From nothing to something, now we up in the big league. Yeah. Right now, me think up like 7 on them gas, the eye drop. Ready eye boy, oh you watch out in the business, them need the eye drops. Them master they got the reach on a yard, and if me can't fly back. Man, I laugh off at them gully bigger than the pilot. If you get to you know, we not change how we grow. We just need little dough. Live me life like a show. All man need a living big. Successful life are the anything. They know me be stop still. Me not stop then me move to the acting.
Protection.
If you ask me, girl, it change and I don't like that. No. You know make everything go to waste, baby, please fight back. Wow. Have some faith in a man, we no grow like that. No. Or make you do the done that, no. Me would I never do you that, no way. No sacrifice your happiness because of ego. No. No believe everything what you see in the media. I'm stressed out, I'm with my friend. Them no understand or get what you up there. You mean the world to me, no girl. Oi, you know answer that me not true then. Can't believe you get a new friend. And if I know me then I wouldn't. You give up on me, please baby don't throw it all away. My might have shed up but no give up on me. One more chance, don't throw it all away. I mean, I've been waiting a little longer, no lose grip on me.
You know, see on me gun, mine. Straight. Hustle every day and never sometime. Man, no band comes to nothing. Grateful for all the sunshine. Yo, zoom. I'ma go for everything I want, yeah. Hustle for everything I want. That's on my side. Broke life never fit me. Know that from the small, yeah. That's why we go on. One spend like a bank in a yard, yeah.
Yo, fix Michelle G. I am out the building. DJ G is up right now on Majestic. Get with the fix. Mighty Mix, Metric. Everywhere. He's everywhere. Everywhere. Shout out to everybody that joined me tonight. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Valiant. Shout out to Little Guerrier. Shout out to Ejor Media Group. I am Michelleg G. I am out the building. See y'all next week. And I forgot to record my show today. I am so mad at myself. So mad. I'm going to have to figure out how to convert my YouTube to MP3. Lord have mercy.
That's why we go on. One spend like a bank in a yard, yeah. Remember, no, we never have. Don't get sad, you be happy. More money, more fun. And I will never slow down, cause I remember the call down. More money, more fun. Now 2 girl want see me same time as me show done. More money, more fun. Get girl anywhere me turn. She tell me Japan make she come. More money, more fun. Where the high grade, where the rum can't done. Yo, so I go for everything I want, yeah. Also for everything I want. That on my side. Broke life never fit me. Know that from the small, yeah. That's why we go on. One spend like a bank in a yard, yeah. Remember, no, we never have. Don't get sad, you be happy.
Na 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 na. Mm-hmm. Mama. For me the road, yard of the Chris. Mama and you, them things of the fix. For me use money and buy champagne. Me sort out tuition and book. Paying up a party, parents but party with sense. Oh, you have to buy champagne with the money where you have to pay rent. Some man I go them turn up street and the youth don't have a good shoes on feet. Some of them are pose up in a rental and don't concern about the youth medical. Alright, are you floss most? Wear the most name brand. Your Rolex bag, know the way one. What are the wrong thing you a focus on? You a floss with van, wanting to the land. Now me not tell you you're not fi have fun, but the youth important more than rum. You just want floss, make everybody see before you fill a prescription. You buy anything. Party, parents but party with sense. Oh, you have to buy champagne with the money where you have to pay rent.